Hello everyone, Shane here, and welcome back to Asoareo Extras. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over your guys' hottest Fortnite takes. Now, I do want to say right at the beginning of this video, first, to drop a like, subscribe, and share, mainly subscribe, as it really does support the channel. But also, everything said in this video from everyone is their own personal opinions. So please do not go and target someone because, I don't know, they say Chapter 5 is the best chapter ever. Even though, me personally, I think that is totally ludicrous and that is nowhere near even sane to say. I will not get mad at them, and I will not target them and get mad at them because they say it. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop straight into this video without wasting any more time. And now our first hot take from Aurelia. People shouldn't complain about cosmetics coming back, as I think everything should be available to everyone. Now, I agree entirely. I do agree that every cosmetic should be able to grab, and that there's not any specialty in some ways to certain items, especially skins. Like, I don't know, a Travis Scott skin. I do agree that skin should come back, but I do have a counteraction to that one, and that is especially with items for events. So let's say like the Travis Scott glider. I do really want to cement those things should never come back, because I feel like there should at least be something for the people who are there at a certain moment in time for those seasons or events. Because if they brought back that Travis Scott glider, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be a little pissed off, because that's something that came out during a certain period of time. Then if I have that and no one else has it, then it shows, yeah, I was there during that period of time. Now, Travis Scott being locked behind that period of time, no, I do not agree. He should be able to come back, but he probably ain't gonna come back because, well, Travis is just one of those guys where if he brings out something, he wants it to be exclusive. And it's his skin, it's him. He has all right to do that. But I do agree to a certain aspect though. I think yes, skins should be able to come back, but I think when it comes to items that are meant for events, like I don't know, let's say with like the last Star Wars event, they give us like a glider for attending, then yeah, maybe that shouldn't come into the shop. And I'm saying, hypothetically that did happen. It didn't happen, but I'm saying if it did, because Fortnite does sometimes do that. Sometimes they'll give us items for events. Then yeah, I do think those should just stay away from being put in the shop. All right, next hot take from Mr. Fire. My hottest Fortnite take is that Epic Games does not give me free V-Bucks. 0 out of 10 game trash devs. I should be the CEO of Fortnite, so everyone gets V-Bucks. Just hit it, you're poor. I'm joking. Next hot take from Avaduck. Actually, should I say multiple hot takes, because he has given multiple. But first one is Chapter 2 Season 3 was goated once the water went away because of the loophole. In some ways I don't disagree, but if I had to counteract that, bro, the Marauders were absolute dog shit. They were annoying. But the thing is, like, I feel like you can't just say that the season was good when the water was away, because if I had to go deep into my mind, if I can remember this correctly, the water was there for like over 70 to 80% of the season. So if you really wanted to count the fact that the season was good just because there was no water towards like maybe like 20 days out of the season, I just don't think that makes the season good. But even then, I still agree with you. The loot pool was very fun. Like the hunting rifle was back. New and improved, like things like that. That was really fun. I cannot disagree with you. I know Avaduck's second hot take is Chapter 2 Season 6 was fun, but only because I love the bows. I somewhat agree, honestly. I really love the bows, especially the shockwave bow. But to me personally, I don't think that's what made that season entirely good. I like Chapter 2 Season 6 kind of in its entirety. I kind of think there were some good things in there and some bad things. I like some of the things they added and not all the things. But I think it is one of the most overhated seasons, as, Chapter 2 Season 5 exists. So, yeah. And now for his third hot take. Yes, he's given so many, but it's fine. Chapter 2 Season 2 was good, but not nearly as good as people say it was. Also, I've never understood the glaze from Midas. Even before I quit, I still saw at least 5 people in every lobby using him. In some ways I can't disagree. Season 2 was good of Chapter 2, but I can understand people saying that it was, overrated. I don't know. Like, I want to say it's overrated, but I don't. It's just, I don't know. I love that season so much, but I can understand if you look at it as it started a huge issue of them just rehashing that season theme, because Chapter 4 Season 4, Heist Season, Chapter 5, Chapter 6 Season 2. I think at least think it was Season 2. They rehashed it then too. So yeah, I can't even disagree entirely. Like, it's a thing they've rehashed so many times, and to the point where it gets tiring, to the point where you start to hate the actual first ever, rendition of that season. But at the same time though, I do still love Chapter 2 Season 2. I still think it's like a top 3 season. And then the glaze from Midas, I entirely agree. I don't think he's the best Battle Pass skin in that season. I think it might have to go to TNTina or even Deadpool. And that for his fourth hot take. Risk of Rain 2 better. Man, stop fucking lying. I'm joking. Risk of Rain 2 is a pretty good game. All right, now we're gonna get into some juicy ones. His 5th hot take: creative mode only became worse with Unreal. For fucking real. And honestly, to my entirely honest opinion, I just hate creative. And now that's a whole nother can of worms to open up. Man, I don't want to get into it, and I'm not even gonna continue on this hot take, because I want to turn this into a whole different video in the future probably. But I entirely agree. Creative mode only became worse because of Unreal. If Unreal wouldn't have gotten any better or hammer on those lines, and he probably wouldn't have pushed for it so hard, then I do not think creative would have became such an issue, because of all the dumb brain rot games and all that bullshit. Like I said, I just thought I was not gonna go on a rant, but I just did. God damn it. And now for his 6th hot take: nostalgia aside, season 8 was the best season in chapter 1. Some I can't disagree. They added the flintlock pistol, they added the cannons, they added the volcano, they added so many other things I can't fucking remember because they're all so peak, and my mind is racing right now. But I can't disagree. That season was pretty good, and I think it was even better than season 9, which is a big season people deride, but I don't even think season 9 was that good. But honestly, that's a whole other can of worms we'll have to open up in the future. Now for a 7th hot take: Party Royale is the best mode. Yeah, I know what kind of man you are. And for his final hot take: Happy Hamlet was the best POI ever created. Honestly, I think it's a good POI. It's a simple town in the snowy area in season 7 of chapter 1. But genuinely though, do I think it even reaches the top 10? I don't know. It's a pretty good POI, don't get me wrong, but do I see myself dropping there over Paradise Palms? No. Do I see myself dropping there over, Pleasant Park? No. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one down in the comment section below. As well as dropping your guys' hottest Fortnite takes and dropping subscribe on this video if you have made it this far into the video. And now for our next hot take from Hee. Fortnite doing collabs is not the end-all be-all. Honestly, I think it makes the game interesting when they do things like add the mythics for MHA, aka My Hero Academia, and the web shooters for Spider-Man. I know they don't do it a lot, but when those rare occurrences come, it feels so fun. Anyone who thinks collabs are bad are just a crybaby and wishes that the old Fortnite was back. P.S. It's never coming back, gotta live with it, or just don't play the game at all. Now that is a very hot statement, because I entirely agree. I think when they do those things of when like Spider-Man comes into the game and we get like his web shooters, or like, I guess even like JJK with the hammer mythic and like the hollow purple, things like that is fun. But I will agree to a certain extent with some people on the opposing side. Some of those things can be very fucking annoying, but I also do agree with collabs don't ruin the game. Like, if you generally do not want to see the collab or deal with it, just don't buy it. And if it has a mythic item, then I guess boo fucking who? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to say to you. I think the thing that irritates me the most is, especially with the K-pop Demon Hunter collab recently. I love that movie. I love the collab. I am entirely along with it. I think it's fun. But there's so many people out there like, this collab ruined the game. This is bullshit. Like, why is it in the game? It's like, one, it's not your game, for one. Let's just get that out of the way here. You don't have no authority over when it comes to game. And number two, you don't have to buy the damn cosmetics. There's nothing in the rule book. There's nothing in the terms of service saying you gotta buy every single collab in the game. There's nothing in there saying that, bro. You don't gotta buy it. You gotta like, it's life or death, bro.
You broke my jersey in front of me.
You a grown-ass man crying about a fucking jersey.
Next hot take from Holy Pup, aka my boy Jacob. He has two of them, I'm pretty sure. Chapter 2 is the best chapter, obviously, but I believe Chapter 3 is the second best. Alright. 3 out of 4 seasons in Chapter 3 were good, and even the one bad one wasn't even that awful, aka Season 4. Oh god. And was mainly brought down due to the lack of new stuff. Oh lord, bro. Oh god. Okay, so that's the first hot take in a long while where I actually sat there like interrupting myself talking about it, because that's an insane one, especially to me, because to my honest opinion, Chapter 3 sucks, like, almost entirely. I think the only good season was Season 1. Season 2 was just boring. I hated the fact that they made us play Zero Build for a whole week straight. There was no choice in the matter. Like, you had to play Zero Build. So, like, especially with how bad Zero Build was at first, because the map wasn't made for Zero Build in mind, which is pretty obvious. It just made it unbearable to fucking play. So all the PC nerds with like great aim with the AUG was just beaming you across the map. And then not to make that any worse, that Season 4 was just complete dog shit. The main thing marketed was just a fucking like a thing from back in Chapter 2 Season 5 that barely worked. And I'm pretty sure the same thing happened in that Season 2 where they had to get rid of Chrome because for some reason, some people found a bug or some shit with it. I don't know, I don't remember, and I don't give a fuck. Chapter 3 sucks, and especially Season 3 and 4. Those seasons were horrendous. At least Season 2 had an event, which was pretty cool. That's all Season 2 really had. I'm sorry, I'm just very strong in that opinion. I just do not like Season 3. No, not Season 3, Chapter 3. Like, once again, do not think it's a horrible chapter. But when people go to say it's a great chapter, I gotta disagree because I don't think Season 1 was bad at all. I, in some regards, do not think Season 2 was that bad, except them forcing us to have to play zero build. But Season 3 and 4 were just, what the fuck were they thinking? Season 3 had no updates. The only thing that they really had was, like, Darth Vader and Indiana Jones. Like, I will say the Indiana Jones stuff was cool. But besides that, that season had fucking jack shit to it. And in Season 4, the event sucked dick. And then also, that season just had nothing to it besides the Halloween event. And I can't remember the Halloween event. That's how bad it was. And then on to a second hot take. Another hot take to add on to it. Chapter 3, Season 3 was actually a good season. Oh my god, are you trying to fucking kill me? That season was so bad, bro. One of the main marketed things of that season was already an item made back in Season 1. Which was the grapple glove being made off of the Spider-Man glove. And it's just like, you couldn't think of anything new or like anything like really like that's like your main marketing thing. Like you had to piggyback off of a collab item and turn it into a normal item that you can bring into the game at any point. Like, really? Are you serious? And on either the summer event just sucked. You know what? I think I'm just done ranting about Chapter 3 Season 3, bro. I think I'm done. I'm just gonna cut it here, bro. I can't do it no more, bro. I can't do it. I think I made my point. Editors know from Editor Shane here. I just want to make this little segment to say that I'm super sorry to anyone who feels like that I was kind of being harsh with some of my comeback opinions on some of these hot takes. It's just I feel very strongly on, for example, the Chapter 3 Season 3 is good. I think it's at least meh at best, decent at best. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's nowhere near Season 1 of that chapter or even Season 2. Even though I don't like Season 2 much, I still think it's an alright season. Even though in this video I did say that it was pretty bad. I think with reflection, things can look better, and I didn't really reflect in this video much, so I'm super sorry if I was very strong on some opinions in this video. But everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I kind of was not putting that into perspective when I was, recording the audio for this video. But yeah, I'll make sure to, keep that in mind for the next video, because I'm not going to re-record this audio because it was a lot to record. But yeah, on to the video, and thank you for understanding. On to our last hot take from Dakigun Ramu. Keep in mind, this is a very long one, so stay strapped in your seat because this is about to be a long paragraph to read. Despite me not playing Fortnite in a hot minute, I like how Fortnite has been bouncing between original, epic-made content and collabs. This isn't another, there are too many collabs in Fortnite, it's ruining the game. I gladly want more collabs to come to the game. Still, I'm mostly talking about when a season has 80% collabs like Chapter 5 Season 4, Absolute Doom, where it was mostly Marvel besides maybe Captain Jones, since technically it is Jonesy with the Captain America attire. Still, I like it when it's, good amount of collabs and original content from Chapter 5 Season 3 Wrecked, where we got Metallica and Fallout, then most of the skins for the Battle Pass were original made skins that looked pretty good. And Epic has been pretty good with it in Chapter 6, balancing that, and I gladly approve. I really like the balance between OG content and collab content, and before someone says anything about Fortnitemares, my answer is, what else do you expect for them to do for Fortnitemares besides collabs? Please let me know your thoughts on whether you agree or disagree. I fully agree, man, like fully. I think they've been doing a way better job on balancing, like whenever leaks come out, like every update, it's like, oh, we got 3 new collab skins and 5 new original skins. It's like, I like that. I like it when Epic can sit there and kind of morally focus on their original made skins instead of collabs. I don't know, but I think that's what makes Fortnite, man. I think what makes Fortnite is their original skins, because I can't, in a long time, ever since like the ending of Chapter 5, well, before the end of Chapter 5, think about the last time I bought an original Fortnite skin until like Chapter 5 Season 4, when they brought out like a really cool skin. I forgot what her name was, but she was really cool looking, and I bought her because she looked cool, and I was like, damn, finally they're actually making good original skins. So yeah, I had to give Epic that. And now to get onto the thing of Fortnitemares, yeah, I entirely agree. I do not get that argument. Like, what are they generally supposed to do? Because they can only do Fortnite original skins for so long for events like Halloween or Christmas. Like, yeah, I do love the original skins, but I think that they noticed that if they just profit off of the fact that people want Ghostface, people want Michael Myers, people want things like that, then they will bring it to the game. And honestly, it'll make more of a profit than original skins. Like, yeah, I do agree they should keep doing original skins, make it an even, deal of both original skins and collab skins. But I'm fine with them doing the collab skins because it brings cool characters like Ghostface. Now, do I think this year went a little crazy? Maybe, because now what are they going to do for next year? That is a big thing that came to my mind, is what are they going to do for next year in collabs? Like, I do not think that 2026's Halloween event is going to be as good, because what are they going to do? Like, like Freddy Krueger? Like, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I do hope we get Chucky at some point, but it's just like how would they do him? Like, maybe there's a back bling, but then that's just kind of like boring. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know. Like, I do agree maybe they went a little crazy this year, but that's the whole thing. Epic continuously tries to up themselves. Sometimes they can't do it anymore, but they continuously try to, and I have to give them props for that. Like I've said earlier, I think it's just a small minority of people complaining about the collabs, because generally when I heard like the Ghostface mythic announced, and like, you know, the fact that you're gonna be able to call people, you know, radar the area and then also use a knife, which is, you know, an actually skill worthy mythic, people were, you know, having fun with it, like doing a slash and gash. Like, it's actually fun. It's a fun mythic, and yet there are a small minority of people who hate on it. So I don't know. I personally think that these collabs is what makes, you know, Fortnite mirrors, and I actually agree entirely with what you say, man. That's gonna be the end of this video. If y'all did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and share. It's a way to support the channel. If you guys want to give me your hottest Fortnite takes, make sure to put them down below in this video's comment section, or wait out until I put out my community post a couple days before I make my next one. But yeah, it's been Shane, guys. Be humble, be kind. Thank y'all for the love and support recently. I cannot thank y'all enough. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.